What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Bear with me one moment here. Sorry for the delay. I actually got a video processing too that I need to get published, but it is not done processing yet. Let me get these windows squared away here. Check this thing one more time. Yeah, it's at 65%. It should be done in a few minutes. I'll check it when I get to the first town. So here we go, back into some more, pardon me, some more practice before the season starts. Gonna play around on a mage today. Just kind of, actually, to be honest with you, not even really practicing, just kind of screwing around and having fun here today. Let's see, we'll call this one Practice Mage. What up, Side Tech? We're going to go solo character found so we can simulate the season start. And let's get magey. What up, Dan? So my goal here is to probably go Spellblade. Side Tech with the sub, 83 months. Damn, dude. Thank you so much. Let's just zap these fools. Get to 120 eventually. Let me make sure I don't have a loot filter on. Where are you, loot filter? Okay, I got no loot filter on, so that is a good thing. Whatever, bird. Yeah, Shift F. I always forget the hotkeys. Unlock Fireball. Do I care about Fireball? Probably not. Try to get an ignite going on him anyway. Got us some fancy boots. We'll take them. Use it a lot because it tells you what rule is being used to show a piece of gear. Yeah. I'm going to go through and make loot filters tonight, probably, for leveling. Still haven't done it yet. I actually had pretty good leveling loot filters for the Sentinel, but I deleted them. That's the way to go. I mean, the problem with using downloaded loot filters, you get the convenience of not having to mess with it. But then you're doing something that is catered to someone else's play, you know? If you make it yourself from the ground up, it's for you. And, I mean, it does it really in Last Epoch anyway. They made it so easy, you know? All right, Cytech Scepter. Where you at? Where you at? Where do I want to go first? I normally go right into this. Yeah, let's just keep going. We'll go right into damage right out of the gates. Let me check that video again real quick. Alright, it is actually ready to publish, so let me just go ahead and get that done. Oh, I can forget about it. Temple of Water Nightmare Hardcore video has been published. And now I can focus on some Last Epoch. Thank you so much for the sub there, Uzar. I appreciate you. Figure I'd make Cytech proud today and be all magey. Do my best to play my mage as much like a sentinel as possible. That is the goal. That is always the goal. Get pros, bitches! That crowd control is so nice early. Should have saved it for this pack, huh? It's alright, my boy here got me some Freezy support. Thank you very much. Ooh, it has arrived. It is time, y'all, for Boom Booms. I'll get my bar fixed up once I get up in here. A little Cytech Scepter drop here would be quite nice, though. It'd be, make my Elemental Nova so much more glorious. No dice. Let's go there. Let's go there. Oh, did that already release, Uzar? What up, Mr. Lorenthal? That EverQuest thing, is that already out? It's in July. Gotcha. Shit, man, there's no... I don't even know if I have access to the same email that I used for EverQuest back in the day. I probably do. Yeah, it was, you know, Cytech was right. It's Xfinity and the bullshit they like to do with their little ports. It's kind of funny. I'm still actually using their router, but if you unplug from the port that says super speed connection and plug it into one of the regular ports, there's no problem. But when you go into their quote super speed connection, it makes it all go to shit. It's like, what the hell, man? Just kind of toying around. Season starts not till Thursday. No, it's the exact same router. It's just I plugged into Ethernet port 2 instead of Ethernet port 1. They just got some kind of weird-ass settings on their ports. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, too. Get splody bombed, baddies. Oh, if only I had the Sci-Tech Superceptor going here. Things would be glorious. Well, I haven't played very far. It's more of a meme at this point. You know? Let's see. I think we need some Ignite going here. On our Ellie Nova. Ooh, no potions going into the boss is not smooth. Not a smooth move. Do I have any potions laying around over here? I do not. Why do I do this? Every frickin' time, man. See if we can't get an Ignite going on him. It depends on drops, really. If I don't really get any drops, I'll probably end up using Shatter Strike as soon as I get it leveled up, or as soon as I get it unlocked. If I get some good fire damage drops, I'll probably use, Ellie Nova. No Ignite procs. God dang, how shitty, man. This dude is going to make me kite him through the whole frickin' map because I fucked up and didn't save any potions for the fight. Is there any laying back here? There's nothing back here either. Yeah, here's some mobs anyway. Maybe one of them will drop me something. Nope, of course not. Can't get an Ignite proc either. There's one little baby Ignite. I will run through this whole map, dude. I will do it. Alright, 11% elemental damage. Hate to give that up, but we're gonna do it. But yeah, with no drops and terrible luck, I'll use Shatter Strike to go through the campaign. Depending on the drops I get, I'll use either Elemental Nova. Ooh, shit. God damn it. I'll use either Elemental Nova or, might even use Flame Reave. Do I not have Teleport unlocked yet? I do not. You do all the quests leading up to the tree boss. When you beat him, you can leave campaign. And have all your slots. Yeah. I'm probably not going to try Crimson Desert. One of the things with ARPG people is there's a ridiculous amount of games to play this month. You just can't there's not enough hours in the day to just go through just the ARPGs for this month. And I'm a big fan of ARPGs, so for me personally, I'm going to be kind of all in on Last Epoch until Hero Siege launches. And then I'll probably split between Hero Siege and Last Epoch. Hero Siege has got a new season coming up in like a week or two. Oops. What do we have? Gloves of Sparks and a Bastard Sword of Glory. Why do I get the impression there will be no glory out of that Bastard Sword? Let's see. Where do we want to go next? Let's get a little ward going since I'm getting slapped. I can't yet. I got to go one more here. We'll get some ward going after that. Don't want to go with that. Just keep going on Ignite Chance till I get something. We got fat loots. We got more fat loots. Might just get me one of them fancy sci-tech scepters, man. It will be on. It's because I want one. You know, when you don't want one or you don't care, they frickin' rain from the sky. When you want one, they're non-existent. You know, traditional RNG. As expected. I mean, the health regen on that's going to be nice. I'll just take it. Come on, Balthus. Don't be toying around back there. The Adept's Helm of Life. That's auto-equipped. Oh, you know my philosophy. If it's not on the path to the objective, then it will be ignored. Oh, I've already broken it this run. Like I said, the goal this run is not actually really practice, because I know I'm very likely to not start a mage. It's more just kind of toying around and having fun. The pre-hype, you know? I'm ready for the season. I mean, if the season started right now, I'm ready to go. Well, I'm not. Tomorrow I'm going to prepare for the season. I'm going to pre-record videos so I have Dungeon Defenders content ready to go for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I guess I should say. And additionally, I'll probably go get a couple of energy drinks. Man, do I even want those points there? I'm not sure I even want those points there.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe. Good. No.
Your guild's still there after a bunch of years? Nice. The real question is, how on earth would you have not gotten kicked out of 20 years? After 20 years, you know? Yeah, but I mean, I can tell you, like, I was the actual guild leader of my guild in World of Warcraft. But I guarantee you, if I logged into my original World of Warcraft account right now, I mean, I'm probably decades long gone from that guild. I'm not sure I wanted to do this, because this is when you're below 70% health. I mean, we'll keep doing it, but I'm not sure that's the right call. Oh, don't you dare, Mr. Resurrecty. Rude. Oh, and we got Warpath. Let's go. Better yoink that ring. Nothing like a little blade vortex. We will take it. Level 8, specialty unlocked. And here I go. Sci-teching it up, running around the damn map, going places I don't need to go, but... Sorry, Sci-tech. I'm not being mean, I'm just being mean. Exploded, Mopo? Alright, can we actually use any of this? I feel like I should have gotten teleport by now. Why do I not have teleport yet? Something seems wrong there. I don't see it. I don't think I've got it yet. Let me see. Let's go with that. Yeah, I don't have it yet. Got to be 9 points. Pardon me. This is the only acceptable sidetrack early game, in my opinion, is coming and getting this chest. Nothing but junk. Imagine that. Man. There's some teleport finally. Alright. Well, let's just put teleport there. We can go with nearby enemies ignited, I think. Oh, never mind. Next point. And let's go with another 25% there. Yeah, it's... I mean, it'll quickly be replaced. Right now, considering I don't have shit, that's decent enough of a piece. But I'll definitely be ditching that one here quickly.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine.
Takes so long to kill this guy if you don't get any ignites stacked up. What's going on there, Dylan? Yeah, I play Last Epoch pretty much every season. It's one of my favorite ARPGs. I don't care if you die off screen. It will be fine. Physical damage. Well, we get some movement speed. We'll take that. I think that's better. And plus it allows me an offhand. I don't know. I'll just stick with the one I got for now. New season's starting on Thursday. They're Dylan. It's huge, but literally everything else on the staff is garbage except the chance to ignite. Melee damage, chance to slow, I could care less about. Yeah, but that one had percentage on it too. Just need that Sci-Tech scepter to drop and all will be well.
He's back. And it's all that he's been quiet since he returned. If you could speak with him.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of skips. That in the campaign in Last Epoch is not like Path of Exile, where it's just miserable. Like in Path of Exile, it's like a rush to get it over with as soon as possible. The Last Epoch campaign, I feel like they did way better with. The end of the campaign, or the second half of the campaign, actually feels good. You know, like by then your build is starting to come together and, you know, things are feeling a little bit nicer. I mean, don't get me wrong. I always try to run through it as fast as possible. But it doesn't feel excruciating like PoE. I mean, Diablo, they know their campaign is shit, and they just straight up let everybody skip it. So, you know, you can't even really compare it to that. But, like, PoE, the campaign just sucks. I mean, there's just zero fun. That, and there's all the skip points, you know? There's 3 good skip points now where you can skip the rest of the campaign if you want. The first skip point you can pretty realistically get to like in 2.5 to 3 hours.
Dare I watch over you?
God, man, I feel like I gotta go attack speed there, but... Or cast speed. Not sure really where I want to get to here. Last Epoch? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you got friends to play with, it's all instanced loot, so you don't have to worry about, like, people stealing your loot or sharing loot or whatever. Alright, come on, dude. Give me some loot. Make me chase you. You gonna make me chasing him, huh? God dang it, man. That's decent. Oof. Damage over time. We'll take those. Shoot, did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way.
I cannot do that.
It's not in the greatest way right now, to be honest. The game's kind of been taken over by hackers, and I mean, they do what they can to try to, but yeah, I mean, nobody's playing it. There's like 3 to 4 times more players in DD1 than DD2 now. It's pretty much all alts, and I mean, it's an awesome game still, but you just gotta treat it as a single player game and ignore everything else. Bad management, toxic community. I mean, it all added up to bad things. Guess can't not pick those up. DD1's an incredibly good game. Shit, man. I'm always going the wrong way here. I feel like... I feel like you go up and then you go over and down on this map. I mean, I'll never remember that. DD2's been getting hacked for years. It just finally got to a point where it kind of blew out any, the entire player economy and everything else. No, Dungeon Defenders. Dungeon Defenders 2. Dungeon Defenders 1 had the same problem back in the day, but the community fixed it. Created their own community or player economy, as kind of as it should be, but you know, you got to have a community that's willing to do that. Boo. I'm not seeing that Fire Nova proc at all. Off that staff? You know, just not noticing it because of the Ellie Nova. Giving DD1 a short rest? That's fair. I mean, grind game, the best thing you could do in grind games is not sit there and just grind it constantly, or everyone eventually is going to get burned out. Let's see, I don't know where I want to go here. I mean, that's just raw damage in area. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that everyone says DD1's the best game. It's an incredibly good game. You know? Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Void damage. Freeze rate multiplier. Well, that's all a bunch of garbage. One more point, we get that 5-point bonus. I mean, if you like Last Epoch, you definitely, you know, season's starting Thursday. It's like there's no better time to jump back into the game. What up, Lucalia? How you doing? Wand of Sleet. I don't know why, but I just feel like something named Wand of Sleet should always have lots of cold damage on it. That one there is the Wand of Sheet. Need to get... There's 15% movement speed. Yes, please. I'll definitely be using that as soon as I can get a replacement for that weapon. All right, take it easy, Dylan. Have a good one. Well, that is a huge upgrade over what I'm using. Oh yeah, we got more whirlwind. Game is just telling me, quit screwing around and get on a damn sentinel and do it right now. I'd like to do the volcanic orbs build. Sweet. A static orb and 10% spell damage. I mean, debatable. That might be worth taking just for the 10% spell damage. Two intelligence. We'll take that. I think we'll go with that scepter and then use that. We'll take the spell damage. We'll take the intelligence. And we'll bail. Uh-oh. There we go. Gonna say, taking a minute to teleport.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Panion, still life, please. Stop him. What? Goodbye.
All right, we got our 5th point there. %7 crit chance per point. That's multiplicative. What up, Phantom? Multiplicative crit, of course. Where at this point, additive crit would be way, way better. All right. I don't feel like I really need the crit chest all that much. Or the crit neck. Should be seeing a nemesis in here, you'd think, by now. And kill this champion, see if we can get a good staff. Probably gonna take like 47 years to get through them, though. Of course, he gives me a melee weapon, asshole. And he's got a belt. The old viper tail. Chance to poison. Cold damage. Boo. Just keep going this way. Cast fishing line. I mean, the haste on potion use is nice. The movement speed on those boots is nice too. Into the armory we go. Let's go there. Let's go there. Ooh, let's not stand in that.
Etera's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
I cannot do that.
That helmet may have been worth looking at, but it's way back there now. Snowblind. Of course, we get a cold thing. God dang it, man. I mean, I could always switch it over to cold. In fact, I might. These guys and their shields, I tell you. Pebble's collar.
Pains me to see an elder twisted like this.
What a bummer.
What a waste.
I think the 40 armor might be better. than the resist and dex at this point. Man, that's such a bummer.
What is this place?
You seem a little. This is what he might be kind of stay safe.
You feeling lucky? Not bad.
Boo, freeze rate. What the heck, man?
Looks powerful.
Ah, Jesus, really? Yep, out of money. Void damage. Rude.
You've woken. You come. If up, then close.
All right, so the plan here is to go Spellblade.
Wish to wield as
But if I go Spellblade, that means I really need to get rid of the Fire Nova. I'm going to do it just because that's what I want to play.
I see that your ripped we will meet again.
Now, what do I want to get to? A lot of people say you have to go all the way to here before it's worth switching over to Shatterstrike. But I might be able to get Flame Reap going earlier. But, I mean, Gemini here, when you get that node, that's when things really start to take off.
Why entice it? But you thank you. There is an old passage to the surface.
Stay safe.
Greetings. Do not dwell on. May a terror smile upon you.
Yeah, I went Spellblade. I just, you know, if I play a mage, I'm going to play Spellblade. For leveling anyway, for sure. I'm just going to run through this zone. Kill this guy just for the XP. What is up with all this cold gear? Good lord, man. Pardon me. There's a thought. I can switch over and do Shatter Strike with a two-hander.
The cultists had a philosophy.
I'm probably going to start up
Transcends reality.
Void Knight.
Why every-
I normally start Void Knight. It's my favorite character. But I'll probably start Void Knight. I'm super, super curious about Forge Guards this season, though. They seem like it will probably be pretty decent. Oh, what's up there, Gaming Zombie? Yeah, I didn't recognize the name. I'm gonna stick with the Ellie Nova for a moment, but I'll probably end up swapping. I mean, if you're gonna play Spellblade, you really are. You're gonna want to go with one of the melee spells. Figured it'd be easier for people to type. That's fair. That's fair. Man, I'm getting so much cold stuff and minion stuff. It's just ridiculous. Well, I mean, the more time you set up front, the better off things will be long term. You know, take your time, set stuff up. Ooh, that was close. That dude hits so hard. What do we got? Cold damage. Imagine that. I mean, good lord, I gotta do it. I'm getting all this cold related stuff. That's like, one of the biggest rules you should stick with is build with what's dropping and don't try to force a build. Like right now, I'm 100% forcing this build. I don't have anything that synergizes with this build equipped right now. Yeah, the main thing is just stay consistent. Don't get frustrated if you don't have any viewers. Play a popular game. Don't play a niche game that has a small player base. Yeah, it's a tough one for college graduates. Just experience means so much more than a college education these days. Sad but true. Actually been like that for a long, long time, but... Well, I mean, it's all about consistency, I mean, it's a lot easier in 2026, particularly if you're like a female. Or if you're super funny or whatever. Well, you definitely don't want to stream a game that has no players. Yeah. That's just not smart. Alright, what do we want to do here? Ward gained. All based on the melee damage. We could go and start going into fire aura here. But I feel like I should get points into this. Alright, tough call, man. Just go into raw elemental damage since that will... at least add something to what I got going currently. Alright, then what did we have? We wanted to go this way, but we want to get one more point in. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to go. Side tech is look at it as a hobby. Trying to do it as a source of income is just not realistic. And then you just end up sweating everything and not enjoying yourself. And then, of course, viewers don't want to watch because it's obvious you're not having fun. So it's... You 100% can't do it and expect it to be a source of income. Gloves. I got a Rune of Ascendance, though. Man, this guy's hit so dang hard. Well, that's the thing. At this stage, I mean, I got the Spellblade stuff going. 2-piece pebbles. There's 13% movement speed and some intelligence. Spell damage, mana. Bunch of movement speed shards. We'll definitely take those. It's a fun game for sure. The old Dream Thorn. See if FR makes a difference. Might as well grab this waypoint while we're here. All right, Dylan, have a good night, man. Wow, man. Couldn't get that on a Void Knight, huh? No chance that a Void Knight would drop that thing. You were told campaign carries are here? Campaigns not like the other campaigns and other ARPGs, Aramir. It's a pretty enjoyable experience overall. I think the main difference with that with Last Epoch is you get an opportunity to get some semblance of a build going that you're looking for without having to grind through to the very end game. But yeah, man, if you get stuck on anything, I will, without a doubt, help you out. You just lazy? Yeah, well, I mean, even going slow, it will take a third of the time of going through the PoE campaign. Like, even not knowing any of the shortcuts or any that, and there's lots of skips you can take. If you just don't want to do campaign, period, you can be done with it in like 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Well, your first time, probably say 3 hours, just to be safe. Yeah, it's taking me way too long to kill this stuff now. I gotta get off of this. These delusions of using Elemental Nova all the way through. I'm just not getting anything for it. Alright, elemental damage, we'll take that. A little bit of spell damage increase. There's a wand. Got elemental damage on it and crit multi. I don't have anything to plug into it yet. I think we'll take it for now. Actually, I want to keep that ring for the cold damage. Yeah, let me keep it for the cold damage. I mean, might as well use that just for the 3 points of intelligence. Don't think that will be worth, though. Where are all my Nemesis loot boxes at? Good lord, man. What's going on there, Nye? How you doing? God, man, I'm so tempted to just slap this two-hander on and swap over to Shatterstrike. I'm going to milk it a little bit longer here. Alright, Trav, take it easy. Change your name on Twitch. Oh. You know, the knife sounded different, or sounded familiar too, but yeah. Mirage is way more familiar. Whoa. Big slapper. Another shitty belt. How'd I know? Alright, what do we got? God, man, all of this stuff would work out with Shatterstrike. Even that would give me some benefit. Well, there's a Nemesis right over there. Let's run over and grab that real quick. throwing damage. Of course it gave me throwing damage. Armor on those boots, though. It was probably not the smoothest move with no potions. Ah, dang it, man. Come on, Ignites, where you at? Good lord. Getting you some Final Fantasy 14 rating done. Very nice.
Farewell.
Now, what did I miss? I missed that, but that's the crit knack. Trying to find a new raid group. That's always a challenge. Can't not pick up those spell damage shards. That would be rude. Yeah, it sucks I'm not getting anything that synergizes well with Elinova. I think I need to quit fighting it, to be honest. Fire damage at least. Wow, man. The guy is hitting hard. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, we definitely want to use those because the movement speed is just too huge. Haste on potion use is just going to speed me up. Let me throw one of those on the ground. I need to have two of them.
I cannot do that.
Relic. I mean, it's not a terrible thing. Another snowblind helmet. That's just so rude. All right. Let's see what we got. We got Flame Reeve unlocked now, too. So could realistically try either one of them. Definitely want to put Teleport there. Get another idol here anyway. Oh, I thought that was guaranteed to have an idol in it. No? Apparently not. Alright, what do we got? Damage over time. Chance to ignite. I mean, none of that is bad. See if we can add anything to it. Two points. Uh-oh, login screen taking a while. That's no good. There was I've had some cosmetic issues too. Um, there's some kind of bugginess going on with them. A couple of one of my Warpath cosmetics wouldn't even work at all. There's a scepter. %20 increased spell damage. Hell yes. Ah, of course it gives me the fucking freeze one. Rude.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Give me something, dragon. It's the wrong way, but of course.
I cannot do that.
Might as well come get this chest, I guess. Anybody got an idol worth using? Not really. All right, what do we want to do? Another point there. Let's go there.
So many years spent researching and theorizing what may lie within these walls. And all I find is ruin. This place seems so fools.
Lip of Despair. Pylons for the win. Gonna ignore that champion. And just head on through. Another two-handed sword. Another Dreamthorn. Dreamthorn's dropping like crazy.
I cannot do that. I cannot.
Oops, god dang it. I didn't go far enough. Over. Hate it when I do that. See what's in the goodie box here. Eh. That might be worth picking up. Another Rune of Ascendance, too. See if we can get a little bit more bad luck. God, that's so triggering, man. I mean, I guess I'll keep it. I mean, now I'm to the point where the scepter would actually be falling off a little bit. The damage wouldn't even be that good anymore. I mean, it'd still be good, but it would definitely be at the point where it's starting to fall off. Where do we want to go here? All right. Well, we're making it, but God, man, it would be so nice to get a piece that actually is going to work with the build, huh? We are seeking out the Outcast Queen. With all this cold gear I've got, I really feel like I should have switched over to Shatterstrike.
Yes? Stay safe. I see. What do you want?
I cannot do
Let's keep plugging along here, though.
I cannot do that.
How to make the change from items from leveling to end game builds. Generally, the items that you use for leveling you get by getting to empowered monoliths. And then you start putting together your end game gear after you get to empowered. As, I mean, a lot of the stuff won't even drop prior to empowered. So you basically just use the best things that you have. Make sure to use the crafting system anytime you got like an empty affix slot or whatever to put something beneficial on. And then use that to get to empowered monoliths. I mean, like, I've got 0 gear that synergizes with the build that I'm doing right now. I'm kind of forcing this build to take place, and I'm still able to get through, you know, this early campaign stuff. So it's just a matter of, you know, use the best things you have, make do with what you got until you get to empowered monoliths, and then that's when you're gonna start putting together your end game stuff. But I mean, it's a grinder. You know, it's gonna be a long time till you have everything dialed in. Like, there's no point where, like, a switch unless you find, like, something that is really critical to putting your build together. There's no point where, like, a switch flips and you instantly become powerful. It's a slow gear up the entire time. You gain a little here, you gain a little there, and then before long, you've got the whole thing put together and you're a monster. That Weaver's Will is not, the quality of that is not increasing. That is nice. Holy shit. Well, you just look at it piece by piece and fill in the slots. You know, don't, like, look at an end game build from the start and expect to be able to put that together. It's not realistic. You know, like, a lot of times what you use to level is not anywhere near as good as what your ending campaign or your ending end game build will be. So if you're trying to get an end game build put together early, it's just like I said, just not a realistic thing at all. All right, we got some decent stuff there. Man, 100 health on that. That, and I mean, a lot of endgame builds, it's going to require pieces to get or require specific items to get the build put together. So you don't even look at that until you've got the item that you need, you know, to put the build together. So, I mean, it's a slow process, but like I said, I think the main thing is just don't expect to be able to put a build together from the start. God, I hate that cooldown though on that. Guess we can go into elemental penetration. We'll take that. Now we get 3 Novas every teleport. Now I need to get into some teleport cooldown. Oh crap, we don't need to run back through this. I do this every time. You can just teleport right back out of there right from the start.
I cannot do that.
Yes? Gods be with you.
But, I mean, for the most part, like early leveling and going through the campaign and all that, just stick with one, take one ability and dump everything into that one ability. And then, other than things that synergize with that one ability, don't try to get everything dialed in, you know? Just try to make one ability as good as you can. Yeah, a lot of the end game gear is 60 to 80, and then, you know, there's so much stuff that's empowered only, empowered monos only.
I cannot.
Right, let's see what's in the goodie box here. Spell damage, damage over time, and ignite. I want better loot. haste after evade is kind of nice.
I cannot do that.
Cold dot damage. It's crazy how much cold stuff I'm getting. Absolutely ridiculous. That ward decay threshold is kind of nice. +1 to elemental nova. Let's do this and see what we can throw on here. And we'll do this. Yep. Need to go up and kill that other thing, get these idle slots. Well, I don't. The end goal for this build is to go using the new rings, get the volcanic orbs. But I mean, I'm like nowhere near it. I've got nothing to get me on that path yet. But that's what I would want the end game build to be. For right now, I'm being stubborn and sticking to Elemental Nova, even though I should switch to Shatter Strike. Mainly just no real reason other than I think Elemental Nova is cool as hell. But yeah, the end goal would be to get rid of all of this stuff I got going on now and go Volcanic Orbs. And there's a new ring set that makes the Volcanic Orbs circle around you when you use a melee ability. So I would probably go with Flame Reeve as the melee ability. And then focus on Volcanic Orbs. But this won't be my starter either. I'm just kind of playing around today just because I'm hyped and I want to play. I can't wait for the season to start. So just kind of doing a makeshift campaign practice run just to get through. Two idle slots. We will take it. Bunch of junk besides that. All right. Should I go back and turn that in? You know what? Screw it. Let's go back and turn this in real quick. Thursday. This upcoming Thursday, it starts, Phantom. See, I got idle slots now, but I don't have any idols worth using. Throw that in there, I guess. And where do we want to go? Feel like we go out that way just for the cooldown.
What do you want?
Yeah, see, I'm getting into melee points now. I mean, I don't have to put the points there. I can put them wherever I want. Yep. And then we want to go to there. And we're getting close-ish to the first skip. What did we get? What did we get? Attunement. Whatever. Not ideal, but we'll take it. Not completely worthless anyway.
I cannot do that.
You are a skilled fighter, as the Shulric is imprisoned. The Terra smiles
I cannot do that.
Going on there, King Cobra? I'm doing good, man. Just getting ready for Thursday and the season launch. Oh, there was another lizard right there. Wow. I mean, I thought season 3 was pretty fun. I played it quite a bit. But one of the nice things with Last Epoch is it just, all of the season 3 stuff will still be here. They add to instead of completely taking away different mechanics or whatever. 10 years from now, that's going to be a confusing ass mess for any new player that decides to play the game. It's going to be like PoE, PoE 1's problem. With just having a massive amount of mechanics to learn. Yeah, if I was going to stay Elemental Nova, I should have probably went Sork. But, like I said, the end goal is to do some Spellblade. Spell damage shard. Can't leave it.
I cannot do that.
Or put in a tutorial system or have like one of the things that would help PoE quite a bit, in my opinion, for new players is if they, like, every chapter, as you were going through the campaign, they introduce another league mechanic and focus that chapter on learning that league mechanic. And then by the time you went through all 10, you'd have a pretty good understanding of how a lot of things work, as far as the basics anyway. Well, PoE just doesn't make an attempt at it at all. They're like, you're either a veteran player or you need to spend 40 hours on YouTube before you ever install the game. You know? They don't even attempt. Which, I mean, I'm at a point in PoE where I understand most of the mechanics now. But man, that was confusing as shit when I first started playing, because I started playing that game late. You know, a bunch of the mechanics were already out when I started. It was confusing as all hell. Oh, so rude. God, would you believe that? How many scepters is that now? God, what do I want to do here? Well, they've got a bunch of them.
These rites are
Um,
not meant for
PoE does, but the problem is they've all been playing the game for 10 years as well, so you know, there's not many PoE creators that have you know, like a high level of patience. That, and there's always so many assumptions made that people already know, you know, certain aspects of the game or whatever. Yeah, you never stop really learning in PoE. You know, you even when you think you've got it all figured out, you go and learn something new. You know? Guess we'll check this Nemesis. some point, it's got to give me something useful, right? What is that ring? I mean, that is not super ideal, but I do think it's probably better than what I have now. What do we got? Stupid Hazelroot Scepter. I mean, gonna have to go with that staff, I think. I've gotten the same nemesis every single time. That's crazy. Right, I think we want to go this way, up and around. I think that's going to be a pretty solid choice this league. Or this season. God damn it, cold damage again. Can't get a break on the stupid cold damage.
Supposedly. Fine. Oh, I'm merely an academic in search of Majelka's history. So much knowledge gone to waste.
Yeah, the Bladestorm looks really cool. I think I might end up struggling right about now without having any real gear synergies here. I think some of the mobs upcoming here could end up being a little bit of a challenge.
I cannot do that.
Stun chance. God dang it, really? It gave me stun chance?
I cannot do that.
Yeah, I just put out a Dungeon Defenders video today before I started streaming. Ooh, 40% spell damage on that one. But I'm not going to be able to use that with the two-hander. Well, let's empower it again and pray. Which one? Which what?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Oh, today I did a DD1 video. But, I mean, I still do videos on all the games.
I cannot do that.
I'm gonna pick that up just in case that offhand on that Nemesis ends up being decent. And I just cannot get a break on any of these scepters. Yeah, right. Come on, big scorpion dude. Weekend's super fun. It just goes by really quick compared to the other games. It kind of turns into an AFK game real heavily at the end, where like you let it run overnight while you're sleeping. And I just, I mean, hard to get into that. All right, where do we go? See, that's melee attack. Melee attacks. I mean, we can just go into this. I really think I need to consider respecing and switching over to an actual melee ability, though. Yeah, the damage is really falling off hard, and I'm taking big shots now.
I cannot do that.
Now, hey now, I've seen how you handle yourself. All you need to do is clear a path. Then I can teleport in and retrieve them.
Two-handed spear. Poison spear, but of course it is. All right, let's see if any of this turned into anything usable. It sucks that that went spell chance. Ooh, damn. Whoa, man, I am taking big shots here. Good lord.
I cannot.
All right, we got a shitty scepter. That we're just gonna leave that laying on the ground. But this, even with that cold damage on there, that still turned decent. Let me see what we can do. Can't do anything for that. That melee damage is not going to help me out any. Actually, you know what? I don't think anything there is going to help me out any. There we go. That's the one I wanted, right? Let's go that there and that there. And see how that does. Yeah, it seems way better. These are the mobs I was worried about. These Venators or whatever. All this poison damage these guys have is just, or this guy anyway, is a little tough.
Let's see. Buried in the slums.
I cannot do that.
Oh man, all minion stuff. Need to get that haste going.
I cannot do that.
Miss Ladle. Take that. I don't think I have any more. No, I don't.
3. No, she told me it'd take the courage of a Ruby Nagasso. I didn't expect this.
Wonder what that ring ended up with. Let's take a look at it here. Elemental damage, at least. Only a tier 1 roll, but I mean, better than nothing.
I'd seen it. I can only imagine how she feels.
I cannot do that.
I actually got it. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet. I mean, it's likely a game that I'll play through and beat it in a day. So I'm not really in a hurry for it. But I did pick it up.
Hidden so close. A word of advice. Don't ask her about the diamond matrix.
I'm not sure how much gameplay that has. I think the developer said it had like 6 hours or something like that. I thought I read that anyway. All right. And we have arrived. That's 3 hours and 15 minutes, but obviously I was far from optimal play. But this is the first campaign skip point. That was my goal, to get it to here for today. This quest right here is the quest to go get the waypoint for the Temporal Sanctum that you use to skip 2 of the chapters for the campaign. And for that, you just go back to, you go to Shining Cove, which is where, right there. And then you go over to here where it says alternate leveling path. And that opens that door for you now. The door will be closed prior to picking up this quest. So you have to come over and pick up this quest from the Shrine Maiden here. But yeah, anyway, a little bit slow, but 3 hours, 15 minutes. It was fun tinkering around. Think you're like 73, 75% through the game? Probably so. I mean, or, the more hours you get out of it, the more value the game had for you. So don't sweat that at all. If you're enjoying the game and you're getting hours out of it, then that means you're getting more hours per dollar spent. So that's good shit. Anyway, though, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. I just wanted to kind of run through with a mage to this point. Absolutely tragic, the drops I had the whole time. What I should have done is, as soon as this two-handed axe dropped, with that cold damage on it, and then the fizz damage, I should have swapped over to Shatter Strike then and used one of these helmets. But I wanted to be stubborn and go through with Elemental Nova. So I did indeed be stubborn. So tomorrow the servers will be down. The Last Epoch servers will be down in preparation for Thursday's update. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is pre-record some videos for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That way I can just hit the ground running Thursday morning and stream all day and get the actual season started. But anyway, that is going to get it for me for today, though. So thanks an absolute ton for hanging out. I will be back Thursday morning. It's 9 a.m. Pacific time is when the season starts. And I will be live the second the season is live. So anyway, thanks a ton, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will see you all on Thursday. Take it easy.